Welcome back to It Takes Two. So, yeah, we've just got ourselves some new tools. Let's do some home improvement, shall we?
I never really watched that show that much. I wasn't really a big fan of it.
Me neither. But honestly, Deji, back when I watched it, I mostly only watched it because there was nothing else on at the time, to be honest with you.
It was kind of a similar thing with me. Slightly different in a sense, but it was more of a case of I really wouldn't have watched it religiously. But if it was on TV, I was like, well, why not? It was entertaining for
honestly. The biggest surprise to me about this game is that at no point during the advertisement they actually used the song "It Takes Two."
Actually, knew there was a song that was fitting with the theme.
Right, you're Italian, because I was going to say, you don't remember those commercials for Hey Arnold, the movie? But I was like, right.
Sorry.
Well, who remembers Hey Arnold, the movie?
Wait, Tia, you saw Iron Man 2. They were playing It Takes Two when Rhodey and Tony were fighting.
Also, Dwibs, which Hey Arnold movie are you referring to?
The first one.
Also, I don't know what
people actually did remember that one, surprisingly.
Also, I don't know what you just said, Dej. Sorry.
You remember Iron Man 2?
Okay.
You know the scene where Tony and Rhodey were fighting in their suits,
I was mostly focused on the action rather than the music.
No, yeah, but that scene where they were put to fighting at
All right, let me
Tony's
explain
house,
this, please.
That was it.
Okay. So, basically, there you go. May can use her hammer to swing through tacks. So I can use my tacks to give her a way to jump through pits.
A way through.
That's going to be a subplot of the game. If the parents get divorced, she'll marry the hammer.
Well, the hammer would definitely nail her well.
Yeah, I know. Right?
But the husband's the one with the nail.
Jesus Christ!
But the husband might throw a wrench into the works.
Stop!
Oh, come on. They screwed each other in the past before.
All of you.
But did he drive her well?
Please down you. Contribute to you as well. I'm sure you're actually dying to give your contribution.
Oh my God, Tio just made another pun.
Not really. I didn't use any utensils.
I think she was taking the vow of silence.
No. Basically,
Coward.
Tio,
I just can't really top these ones.
Hey, there you go.
Oh.
There you go.
I love how you contradict yourself in the exact same sentence.
Cody, please can you turn to the
think
camera
about
when
it.
you send the mail next time? It might work.
Anyway,
I love how Tio and Shiro just accidentally made 2 puns to go with it.
Go ahead, Pedro.
okay. So we're trying to figure out why exactly is this particular middle board painted yellow. It must mean something, right?
Yes, as we
important to your quest.
Yes, as we just saw earlier.
Alright.
Yeah, it's part of the classic. It's okay. I don't know actually who did started it, but it seems like a very common trend in video games done in recent years that highlighted objects that are important, like a climbable surface or like that, usually get to be painted with the color yellow. It's not like a problem or a matter of the fact that they're painted in the first place.
So the idea is that
they choose yellow. Sorry, go on.
The idea is that May has to throw those things into the air, and I have to nail them so that they can remain stationary, so we can jump through them. There you go.
And then when you're done with them, Cody can use the force to bring them back to his hand.
Yes.
Pretty much.
It's magic, Dwebs. We don't have to explain it.
Yeah, I know. Smashing.
There you go. Let's go.
Smashing.
Oh
God.
Can you stop?
Swear, after this, we're going to join forces.
Well, okay. Give him credit there. He's not wrong there. Challenges.
No. It's just that it just like shows up out of nowhere.
Oh, but he's introducing a new gimmick, Teo. Minigames. Might as well have some minigames like we did in Way Out, right? There you go. Obviously.
Yeah, I think I get your point. I think you said it like 50
For the record,
I get it.
for the record, the bookie is also voiced by Joseph Valderrama.
Oh. Someone's got a bit of an ego.
Okay, so the first minigame is called Whack-A-Cody, where I'm there and Vanessa has to try and hit me.
This isn't how you fix a relationship.
Yeah.
Doctor, this is not therapy.
Doctor,
Yes, Deji?
It's for fun. It's not meant to be malicious, it's for fun.
Yes, Deji?
Doctor, I don't know if letting my wife try and bludgeon me to death is doing well for our relationship.
As I was saying, Sherry, you don't know that.
Not just
for all you know, it's just venting out frustration.
And then Dr. Akin would say, "Oh, but it's okay because see, right now your dolls that can immediately respawn and don't actually bleed, so it actually works in this
Oh, you
case."
don't bleed, so it's not a pierce.
I'm pretty sure there are healthier way of kinky stuff that can work for therapy.
If it helps you, these minigames are not technically not canon since they're optional.
Yeah, I can imagine.
Yeah.
Damn. Cody, that's not something you should be saying.
Also, Cody, you may want to file a restraining order if your wife is saying that she'll beat you next time.
She's gonna beat his meat. That's
She means beat it. She means beat him in the game. Come on.
I mean,
yes,
what's next? The game where you have to shoot the other person.
Dad, Dwibs, you do remember A Way Out, right?
It's called paintball, Dej. Sorry, Dwibs. Have you heard of it?
It's kind of getting frustrated.
I need to know what you and Vanessa's reaction was to this.
I'm sorry, Theo, could you repeat that?
I get the idea, judging from the actions of May, that Vanessa is starting to get a bit frustrated.
Yes, because she's not able to hit me, as you can see.
Yeah. Damn it! Pedro, stop moving!
I get the feeling whoever's playing this Cody probably has a bit more of an advantage. And...
Alright, let's continue.
Moving on. I also found nice the attention to detail by making the box actually look worn out and actually like almost moldy.
Mm-hmm.
Oh no, the game makes the most of its budget too, as it can.
And again, it's surprising. They much like if I calculate, much like A Way Out, it also uses the Unreal Engine 4 instead of the Frostbite. Pretty interesting.
I'll tell you.
Force them to use Frostbite.
No, the developers behind the originals are not forced to use that engine anyway. So it's not even just his light.
You're telling me that you will not want to see what this kind of game can do by fracturing object in micro pieces.
No, because I don't masturbate over that kind of stuff like a lot of DevSync gamers do.
Okay.
Oh, so you're not Stricker? I mean, yeah.
Alright, so
He
let's
knows
try.
eye level.
How could this be?
Yes.
The square press.
Another something too. It's always a square regardless of which version you're playing, so it's not tied to your controller.
Mentioning Stricker does, it makes me wonder, what would a Kid Icarus game be like made by Joseph Ferris?
It'd actually be funny.
Pit and Dark Pit working together to I don't
Can
know.
that marriage be saved between those two?
No. I want to see. No, the real game is Palutena and Hades. I want to see them on a date.
No, I know.
One's a goddess, the other one is basically,
Satan.
So what wacky hijinks can they get into?
Well, Hades is enough of a troll to balance out Palutena, I suppose.
Play Kid Icarus dating. Coming to Nintendo Switch, never.
Hey, wait. Kid Icarus dating. Maybe Verdi will get off her tsundere ass and just admit that she loves Pit then.
You also notice that. It Takes Two is a very uniquely structured 3D platformer. It doesn't really work on the collectathon formula, nor does it really work on the 3D world from it. The game doesn't really is divided by levels like your typical platforms. Instead, it operates on a more modern gaming, modern adventure game type of structure where it's continuously you're continuously playing. There's no clear separation of levels. I guess that's the best way I can put it.
Wow, you literally stabbed her with the nail.
Also, I distinctly remember Joseph mentioning in interviews just in his own flair that they deliberately did not wanted to focus on adding collectibles because they thought they would have taken away focus from making anything else in the game. He just phrased it instead of making, he phrased it something like instead of putting useless collectible shit or something.
Yeah. Well, and it worked out because
so they learned from Rareware. Gotcha.
It worked out because this game absolutely excels in its level design because not a single piece of level design is wasted.
I think I also get it in the sense like, well, in a co-op game like this, the gimmick is the two-player stuff here. Essentially, what you would normally be able to traverse through relatively fine in a one-player game, sure, it might take longer, but you could do it on your own, is admittedly probably made more complex with the two-player system in this regard.
Flip the switch minigame. Use your hammer on the May will have to use it on the targets to score, and Cody has to shoot at the targets to score. So let's see who can reach full score first.
Gee, this seems like a fair advantage.
Yeah, Cody kind of has... No,
remember, unlike Cody, unlike me, Vanessa doesn't have to aim carefully. She can just immediately go for there and use the hammer quickly. So it does balance itself out, I assure you.
The way that you use the nail kind of reminds me of
the advantage with Cody.
Kind of reminds me of you. What's the name of the blue guy from Guardians of the Galaxy?
Yeah.
It starts with a Y. Mary Poppins.
Yeah, Mary Poppins.
Yeah. That's it just reminds me of his weapon.
There we go.
Wait. Starts with a Y. So what is it? Mary Poppins now?
It's Yondu Dibs.
Well, remember, in case you noticed, it was a fairly close call for that minigame. So it's not like I picked.
And you even had a sort of a disadvantage at the beginning because it took you a while to actually realize you were supposed to shoot the targets down.
Mm-hmm.
Also, I actually wondered what was that machine at first, but then I realized it's one of those used in chemistry labs to actually separate, elements in vials through, what's the name of the English term for it?
Mm-hmm.
I get what it was. That's the end.
But yeah, as you can now we're starting to have swinging places for me to put my attacks. Meaning Vanessa will have to use them to swing across as well. So yeah, again, just like Super Mario Galaxy game, this game basically squeezes as much creativity as it can out of each gimmick. Mm-hmm. However, and that's it. It will do that, and then immediately the game will take these tools away from you and never bring them back again. Because this game refuses to repeat itself.
Again, it also reminds me of Conker's Bad Fur Day, where the B action always depending on which part of the level you were.
It's weird, because even Mario Odyssey repeated some gimmicks here and there.
Well, yeah, with Odyssey, of course, it's a bit harder for them to do the same thing they did with Galaxy because it's a much longer game by nature because of the collectathon structure. So when you change from the linear structure of Odyssey... Okay. When you change from the linear structure of a Super Mario Galaxy to something like Super Mario Odyssey, obviously you're gonna have to lose some things in the change because by nature collectathons have less tight platforming because they need to focus more on the exploration in mind. And there's also going to have to be, as a result, the level design has to cater to both platforming and exploration. So as a result, it can't be quite as good as a purely platformer-driven only platformer. It's just one of those trade-offs that you have to really give some, get some, basically. It just comes with the territory.
Oh, you can jump. Okay, that's good.
There you go. See. There you go.
And flip.
I love DKC.
All right, now we even get bigger circles, meaning Vanessa has to wait till the right time. You also notice that oh wait, have I gotten it? Oh no, not yet. No, you also notice that earlier in the last part, I actually got a second nail. So it's gonna, and as you can see through the look of Cody's backpack, eventually, I'll get a third nail. There you go, Theo. That's what that thing is for.
Yeah. They know this also beforehand.
You
Jesus.
nailed it with that one.
There's the third one.
Okay, so how do I get through here?
Ask them politely to let you through.
I'm
And
pretty
see
sure
how
this
they
is actually
negotiate.
non-sentient.
But that's not collaboration.
Hey, not with that attitude.
What do you think?
No, it
That's-
isn't. Even without that attitude, that's not collaboration.
Just go up and ask it nicely to let you through. And pray to God it won't slice
And
you to
you-
I
ribbons.
already asked. I already asked. Go ahead.
And you know what the tool said to that? No, bugger off. Yes, Pedro?
I already asked Joe about it. Shivery question.
Yes.
Do you think you and Alice would be able to play this game really well together? Do you two have really good collaboration and communication skills? I mean, you gotta have that.
Yeah, but we do. But this isn't the kind of game that Alice would play. So
She's not into platformers, or is it the co-op mentality?
no, fine with co-op. It's just more. She's more into, like, I don't know what the term for them is, but like card games and other tactical
Strategy games.
There we go.
Sure. So she's a thinking gamer. Okay.
So she'd probably be into more like something like Mario plus Rabbids, I'm guessing.
Yeah, she actually did play that.
Oh, is she excited for the sequel?
Yeah, we're getting that.
This is one of my favorite bits as well. Like a lot of interesting platforming here. Check this out. Vanessa now has to jump over there.
You actually have to create a DD jump situation.
Exactly. But first, I need to let her get into the middle of those two walls. What you were saying just earlier was both me and her planning. Okay, I'm gonna do this. Be ready. There you go. Now I just have to. Hold on. There you go. And now Vanessa should be able to. There you go. See?
There it is.
I love how that nail is wriggling around in your hand.
Yeah. It's like I said. Collaboration is everything in this game.
This is very clever.
It
wow,
is.
I am impressed.
It is, isn't it? Like the gameplay in this game is brilliant.
I'm not too surprised because, A Way Out was great.
I haven't played A Way Out, man.
It's a great game. I recommend.
It's also very good.
Yeah.
I mean, it is an interesting shift how you go from a game about two gruff men doing really gruff things to a more cartoony platformer like this.
Joseph Ferris is the kind of guy.
Variety.
Joseph Ferris is the kind of guy who does what he feels like. What would be a cool thing to do right now? Like he doesn't really like to just stay in one thing.
Yeah, I would give my soul to understand what's going on inside his head because it sounds like it would be a very interesting story.
Oh, I still
Sounds
want
like
to
he'd
know.
be a good drinking buddy.
Yeah, that too.
Oh, I thought they were going to do the twist of the toolbox was kept in bad condition.
Welcome to the
Instead of
second
painted.
boss, the toolbox.
Wait, this is a boss? Oh.
Well, Joey, you'll notice that suddenly we gained life bars.
Oh, wow. Damn, May just got... She got Sephiroth there.
It's more, again, it's like a rain of arrows.
The boss starts out with a platforming section. We have to first get to the boss before we start fighting it.
Let me see. Yes, the toolbox also has a voice actor, Oscar Volantis.
Well, I would assume.
That's literally his only role. Good. I get the idea we probably just said, just try to growl or something.
Also,
Give them
ow.
a chance to be happy.
You're a toolbox. What chance did you have of being happy?
Hey, Dej.
No, I'm talking for Cody.
Hey, Dej. Could
He
you?
got stabbed.
Hey, Dej. Could you imagine what it's like working for either Joseph Ferris or Koizumi? Like him telling his designers, by the way, you guys can come up with ideas, just make sure you don't use it more than once. The designers must be all like, oh crap. Get creative, guys. Come on.
Also, I want the next boss to be a toolbox. But Joseph, how can you make a toolbox? I want it now.
You figure it out. You're the
That sounds like
idea
a you
people.
problem.
Technically, Shiroi, Koizumi, and Joseph are the idea people. The designers are the ones who are idealizing their ideas, basically.
Going by this,
So I want a realistic dragon. How would that work? I don't know.
we'll just ask from software some tips.
Yeah.
But going by this, I actually wouldn't be too surprised if we actually going full circle referencing cheesy and actually having a teapot as a boss.
Yeah, the teapot was yeah, but you know what the worst thing they did with the teapot?
For the record,
What?
They used it to make coffee.
Yes,
Oh
Pedro?
no. Anyway,
Is it any less silly than the one we had in the first boss?
for the record,
Pendwibs, to quote Jeremy Clark, oh no.
Anyway, it's Clarkson, by the way. Yes, Pedro?
Is that guy
Oh.
genuinely funny or no?
for the
Oh.
by the way, an interesting. Here's an interesting thing you guys might like to know. Even after other brilliant games that have come out recently, just this year, this is still Vanessa's personal game of the year.
Huh.
No, she loved it.
I can see it.
She absolutely loved it, actually. No, so did I. This is also one of my best games of this year, definitely.
Is the boss scene
I personally prefer Returnal and Rift Apart over this one, but it's close because they're all on par with each other. So go ahead,
So-
yes, Jova.
Is the boss theme the same across all bosses?
The boss theme. You mean the music?
Music-wise,
I think so. I actually didn't pay much attention to that. I think it is.
I suppose if I can mention one thing, the music is okay. It's not bad, but it's not really memorable.
Which was also the case with A Way Out, so I guess it's just one thing that this studio has to improve with.
oh shit. This really is like a home improvement like video game.
Yeah.
Beautiful.
Welcome to another edition of Tool Time.
You gotta love how they creepily show the characters when they're impaled having to pull themselves off the nails. Like, damn.
I swear, it does remind me of another video game where was a similar situation.
The home improvement video game.
Okay, no.
One of the things that I
Was that a Little Big Planet game?
Hold on. Yes, Pedro?
you if it's quick, go ahead and finish. Answer his question.
No, I don't. I just don't know. Go ahead.
All right. Well, that's one of the things that I also love about this game. This game practices what it preaches. The gameplay is doing exactly what the story preaches. There you go.
Okay, now I got reminded. Aren't you that part in the X-Men Origins Wolverine video game where Wolverine is impaled by that statue by Gambit and he has to actually claw his way out?
Hold on. Epic slow-mo!
Isaac, we told you cannot use the slow-mo. How many canisters of explosive gas did you have in your basement, you two?
Remember, Theo. This is a magic, evil version of their basement. So technically, everything is being magically exaggerated to be more dangerous. So
Here's the thing, though.
yes, Shiroi?
After they're done with this couples therapy that's already pretty bizarre, They're gonna have to deal with the fact that they're probably never going to trust an appliance again for the rest of their lives. They're not gonna want to live in their house. Like,
No, they have to be
Yeah.
nicer to their appliances.
they're gonna
Yes,
start talking to them, and the neighbors are gonna think they're crazy. Like,
Yeah, it's like yeah. Imagine how it will be from now on. Hello there, Mr. Door. How are you doing today?
I'm sorry I slammed you the other day. I didn't mean it.
Yeah, don't worry.
Okay.
I'll just close you really softly.
Now look here, Mr. Sonic Screwdriver. I know that I haven't used you always, but I promise to be more delicate with you.
There you go. See, basically Vanessa has to launch me into the air, and I use my nails to blow that particular can that
It was
canister.
amazing.
I know.
Yeah,
No, trust me, Dej. It's even better when you're playing it. The gameplay is exhilarating.
To make very mundane stuff look epic.
The game it's like I told you, Dej. It's like a Koizumi game. It just keeps throwing you shit after shit.
Also, Jova,
Yes?
your point earlier, I have an addendum to that actually. Hey, Doctor, remember that period during the 90s where I broke and you never attempted to repair or replace me?
Blame the writers about that one.
Deji, this
Ask
game,
Jova you can.
Deji. This game didn't get an 89 critic score and a 9.0 user score on Metacritic for nothing. It really is that good.
In fact, Jova, the reason for that is that the producers of the time were sick and tired of the Doctor always having handy tools at his disposal to get out of situations all the time.
Isn't that the point of a doctor, though?
No, the Doctor, not the Sonic Screwdriver or K9. The point they were making was the Doctor was using those tools far too often.
You notice as the possible goes on, our platform gets smaller.
Yeah.
Yes. I have played the Bearminator boss fight. Oh!
Yeah, I think you'll be glad to know, Dej, that the quality was rewarded with sales. This game sold 1 million units even before a month it was out.
Good.
Anyway, Dubs, my question is like, well, do you feel that was a legit problem, or were the writers just trying to fix a problem that wasn't really there?
Well, to be fair, during the late 70s, before 1980, Doctor Who was starting to stumble into a lot of problems. Not just the Doctor constantly just using tools that he has on him to get out of anything in like an instant, therefore robbing any tense moment of any, tension.
And there we go.
The comedy was too wacky for a start, but I'll tell you more about that after.
Oh, snap.
Man, they
God,
sure
we're
brought the hammer
grounded.
down, huh?
There you go. Now we lost the nails and the hammer.
Yeah, everyone is free.
Yay!
Oh, what happened to the nails? Oh, wait, no, there are the nails and hammer.
Everyone's
Now
happy.
restored to his former glory.
It's like I'm watching Handy Manny.
Oh, by the way, you were talking about that earlier, Shiroi. Check this out. Check out this interaction coming right now with the hammer.
Yeah, I'm really getting Conker's Bad Fur Day vibe.
That rusting toolbox. Thank you, May. You are a true hero.
Oh, thank you, Hannah.
Hey, what about me? Huh? I was part of this too. Where's my hero love? Did you see that explosion?
Anyway, we still have to get to
Of course, Sebastian. Can you?
Rose is just salty that she lost those 2 mini games.
Go ahead.
Step on board. Okay, sure. Come on.
We
Doesn't feel safe. I'm
on we go.
just relax. Don't worry. He's very precise.
Sure is.
Like it.
Wee. Great.
God damn it. Oh,
No,
you
it isn't.
dick!
It's stuck.
You're not done with your therapy, though.
It's therapy is bullshit.
Hey, at least this therapy is free.
Is it though, Shioi? It could cost them their lives.
Actually,
Or
it
their
cannot.
mental health.
Well, actually, I cannot do it. We already established that you respawn if you die. So technically, it doesn't.
But no, not well. Actually, Pedro. Sometimes sometimes your mind can be your life. What if they lose their mind because of the constant shit this guy's putting them through? They have much of a life after that.
I'm actually surprised that the characters have not even considered actually tearing the book apart by now.
Wait. The book's going to be the final boss, and the absolute catharsis of tearing him limb from limb is going to come into play.
Okay.
No.
So join us. Join us in part 3, where we all discuss ways of how we could destroy the book. Personally, I prefer burning him alive, but we'll see how the others.
See ya.
Yeah.
Yeah.